Hey, folks. Don't know if you could hear me or see me, but I thought I'd get on here tonight for about 15 or 20 minutes before going to bed. I was going through my YouTube channel and getting some screen grabs for some fresh video, which I hope to start working on tomorrow. But I checked my messages through the YouTube dashboard, and it seems like the COPPA police are going after my videos for, say, Maria going to the hospital. Yeah. Baby Lamb Creations has had this problem as well. They're starting to hit my channel now. Because I was doing a checkup on my channel here. Let me see if I can go back to my dashboard. Go to content. And we are going to see. See content. So, yeah. I'm just kind of looking here. Because they pulled up a blue bar that says take a survey. So I found out through my survey. Go to dashboard and see what's going on. See if they hit anything else in mine. So it says they're reviewing my appeal. So yeah, you bet I have reviewed my appeal. I have made an appeal for the Maria Goes to the Hospital video. I did that about maybe 10 minutes ago. I've had to do some rework on my computer due to my computer fan running fast. I had to plug my camera back in and wanted to do this quick stream to talk about it. Hence the weird picture that's on the stream right now. We're talking about Bob and David, with Bob having the weird face, and it's from the remake of The Waiters. I'm sure you know that little skit. The door on the left is the one that goes in. Come out on the right. You'll be neat as a pin. That one. But it's the remake that had Maria playing the part of the big boss. And at one point, Bob is kind of like looking really freaked and twitching his face. So when I saw that COPPA, the COPPA police were trying to shut down parts of my videos, setting it to kids, I told them, I said, this is not for kids. Never will be for kids. The newer episodes, the kids can have those. Stuff that we grew up with from the 70s, from the beginning, up through the time Bob, Gordon, and all the others were let go. Those are the ones I'm focusing on. The current shows, I want nothing to do with. This channel is for the older Sesame Seeds. I hope you guys can understand how frustrating COPPA is making it. And, just like Baby Lamb Creations is fighting his battles with COPPA, I'm going to do the same because I think it's important for us to talk about parts of Sesame Street. Whether it's Maria going in the hospital, or the kids going off to Hawaii, or talking about a hurricane. I'm trying to find those episodes and put them up. And maybe I'll find the one where Telly breaks his arm. I have to put together all of Luis's storyline for that. So we'll probably do that after Christmas. But yeah, the COPPA guidelines are really getting really irritating. I think it's hurting the older fans of these particular shows. Next thing you know, we won't be able to talk about the Monkees or the Beatles. And we all know what a dipstick. See, every time I get on this thing, the phone rings. So give me a second here. So, yeah. Come on. Give me a break. Give me a second. Okay. Guess it was some nerd that didn't have nothing better to do. Anyway, the COPPA guidelines are really, really screwy because I've been on this platform for a lot of years. I've had many channels over the years, many of them, from TGAH fan to Beatles only blog, even totally classic stuff that's still up on this platform. I just was never able to get back into those particular channels. And some channels I just shut down because I wasn't really working on them much. But, since Mommy 05 and Daddy 05 kind of ruined everything for the average creator, aka you and me, that want to preserve our street scenes, preserve our classic television shows. They want to give us shit, while places like Film Rise put up chop shop versions of shows. Let's see. Shows like WKRP in Cincinnati have had music issues. The Chipmunks, the perennial cartoon characters since 1958, are now facing copyright issues. If you watch some of the cartoons that were released on DVD in the last 10 to 15 years, some of the songs had been changed, like Theodore and Juliet is one such cartoon. They had a song on the original cartoon called Love Potion Number 9, where the Chipmunks had covered that song. But when it was released for DVD consumption, they put in the song The Witch Doctor. Gives it a totally different vibe. Greatest American Hero is another show I loved as a kid growing up. Had a lot of Beatles tunes that were covered brilliantly by Joey Scarberry and the backing band and backing musicians that were on that show. Come to DVD release in 2004 with music replacements. The only songs that survived the music replacements is Dreams and The Greatest Love of All for the Greatest American Heroine failed pilot. So, go figure. I used to have those episodes up with original music, but YouTube saw fit to take them down years ago. So, I'm not going to do that again. But you know what? I'll be damned if I'm going to let COPPA dictate to me what I can have as kids and what I can't. They tried that stuff with the Flintstones. Fred, Barney, Wilma, Betty, all that shit. They tried to do that with that, It's bad enough that certain things that are on DVD, in terms of Sesame Street, they have parental advisory warnings because it doesn't fit today's standards. Well, you know what? I don't think things are going so good for the current state of Sesame Street anyhow. My friend is fighting the COPPA bullcrap, and so am I. And I just got this notice today, believe it or not. Today is the 29th. And I'm intending to fight it. And if it doesn't work out here, hey, I'll put them over on some other platform. But you'll have to join the Facebook page in order to find out where it is. I'm not going to give YouTube the time of day. They're already lousing things up with the ad block crap, so yeah. They want to stop stuff, us adults, senior adults, to have conversations about an old program that I grew up with. Are you kidding me? Well, like Simon, aka Baby Lamb Creations, I'm going to fight this. And like I said, if kids want to watch these street scenes or any street scenes, they can go to Discovery or they can go to Max. But from what I've heard about that, it doesn't look too good. It doesn't look too good for Sesame Street. And there's talk of a major revamp coming in 2025. So, something weird going on with my camera. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm fighting this COPPA crap. I just think it's a bunch of malarkey. I think because of people like Mommy 05, Daddy 05, Elliot Roger. Yes, I'm going to mention him. And some of these other people that get on YouTube and share fighting videos. Abusive skits, as it were. I think about Mommy 05 and Daddy 05, seriously, is what started the COPPA movement and keeping kids safe. But if you want to know the truth, they should have kept their eyes and ears open when Megan Meyer took her life years ago on, I think she had a MySpace page. And somebody took a picture of somebody, named it Josh, started to buddy up with this girl, and then one day, it went from, oh, I like you, what's going on, how are things, to I hate you, and all this other stuff. And it's because of things like that COPPA was enacted. But I think that we, as an adult set on this platform, we should have the right to talk about Sesame Street, its street scenes, its history, and its past. I think that we, as users, should have the right to set our channels up to the way we want them. But again, it's not about broadcasting ourselves. It's about feeding into the corporate giant. And if the firing of Bob McGrath, Emilio Delgado, and Roscoe Orman hasn't told you nothing, you've been living under a rock. Because my brother, John, has faced the corporate giant when COVID hit. He wound up losing his job at the furniture store. And now I heard my twin brother lost his job at PetSmart. All because he had a bad case of vertigo that had him laid out for months. Probably due to COVID, but we don't know. He's still trying to work through it. When he tried to go back to work, he wasn't in the system anymore, and they flat out told him he was fired, but he would get his severance. And they treated my brother pretty darn cold. So, yeah. You don't think I don't know what corporate greed is? You don't think I don't know what being held down by COPPA guidelines? Get it all the time. I'm tired of being held back by certain corporates, and I'm sure Simon, he's fighting the COPPA guidelines, and he's won most of his appeals. So I'm going to keep up the fight. So if they turn off the comments here, you'll have to go over to the Facebook page to see any new uploads. We can have conversations there. I'm not going to cry about it, but I wanted to let you know what the hell was going on. And I'm hoping to have some sort of a video started in the building stage. I'm trying to get screen grabs at this moment for the latest tribute to Bob. I don't know if it'll make it out on the anniversary because I've got some Christmas shopping started, and I do want to get my appointments for my toenails. I got to go to the podiatrist for that, and I got to go get my COVID booster. Otherwise, I'm going to be home until between the 22nd and the 23rd, which I will be spending time with family. And I think we all should spend a lot more time with family. So, and if they don't, if they do not accept my appeal, then, I'll still make videos, but you'll have to come over to Facebook to see the videos and comment on them. So, we were having good conversations on the one with Noah Wiley. Believe me, we were talking about Big Bird doing the right thing in that type of situation, keeping Gabby calm and discussing his own fears. Um, and one person said, "What's the big deal? Maria should have just went to the pharmacy." Well, things like heart attacks and strokes can vary from person to person, especially in women. You could have a heart attack and not even know it. You could have a stroke and not even know it. Um, I've seen a news story not too long ago where a female reporter was having a stroke live on air. But, it's just the way it has been. But, yeah. And I shared information about how certain health conditions can affect people differently. And we have made decent conversations, and people have been putting in requests for episodes, like Telly breaking his arm. I know some people don't speak English, but I know some have seen episodes of Telly breaking his arm, Luis breaking his arm. I need to get that whole storyline put together and put up. I hope you guys have watched the lead in to the Hawaii episode and the whole Hawaii storyline. I'm looking for the full hurricane episode right up to um, the trip. But I put the lead in one video because that was about 2 hours. And the actual Hawaii trip itself is well over 2 hours. So almost 3 hours worth. So, yeah. But I'll keep you guys posted on any new videos that'll come. So, just because COPPA wants to rear its ugly head, it's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. So, yeah. This channel is for Bob and all the classic Sesame Street cast members. That includes Mr. Hanford, that includes Barkley, that includes Grover, but Elmo will be very, very, very limited. So, yeah. As for the new shows, they will not be featured here on this channel. What the title of this channel says is classic, I consider classic. No offense to Alan, but I think the show Sesame Street in present day is on life support. And most parents that have kids now are exposing their kids to older Sesame Street. So I'm glad for that. I don't want people to forget about Bob McGrath. I don't want them to forget about Mr. Hooper. They were the original proprietors of this of that platform. So, yeah. But keep an eye out for the latest on Bob McGrath's tribute. I hope to have something up by the 4th, but maybe I'll have another discussion about 3 o'clock Eastern time if you're home on the 4th of December. So, yeah. But I'll keep you posted on the COPPA situation, but it's not going to deter the future of this channel. You hear me? Videos are still going to be made, but I'll share them to my Facebook page so we can all talk about it over there. Like I said, no matter what happens, this channel will continue to go on, and I'm going to carry the flag for Bob McGrath and Sesame and Company. So, yeah. And COPPA can just stick a fork in itself because it's done. All right, gang, I got to get off here and get ready for bed. I will talk to you again really, really, really soon. Hopefully, before Christmas, I can get my hair cut. As you can tell, my hair has gotten really long and I need to do something with it. So, have a good evening. And if I don't talk to you between now and Christmas, have a safe and joyous new year. And I want to give a special shout out to my best friend, Baby Lamb Creations. Today, he turns 21 years old. Happy birthday to you from from me, right? Well, I got to get off here, ladies and gents. My computer is not up to code. It's not working well. So the picture's a little glitchy. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'll have to figure it out. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. All right. Have a good week. And I'll probably see you sometime this week or have something up by the weekend. Bye.